Are you the type of person that goes with the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover? Well, maybe most of you will say yes, even children. But it is not really the message you will expect. As I researched, I found out that most people only rely on appearances and not consider other people's personal traits. In fact, nobody cares how this can affect a person's self-esteem in a very negative way. But who is to blame? Are celebrities, models, and famous people responsible for this? Or is it the way that we treat children? A research made by an Irish examiner on teenagers' thoughts on their appearances showed that 75% of teens worry about body shape. Most of them said that it was caused by stress, social media, and social pressure. However, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take care of your appearance or that you should wear different clothes now, because you can harm yourself more than you think. When I was about 9 years old, I had a lesson on dress code, and my teacher told us that a lot of people used makeup or did plastic surgery to look good. But she told us that we shouldn't care about our appearances and we all look beautiful inside if we thought we did. But I started to think, is it just that I look beautiful in the inside and my outfit doesn't matter? I didn't take a lot of care about the topic since I thought it was kind of irrelevant. But the next year, I started to notice that it actually mattered because every girl in my class was talking about how they wanted to wear skirts, use makeup, and wear ripped jeans. I thought, who cares about your looks anyways? But later in the year, I was told some of my classmates were talking behind my back on how I looked. They were saying that I was a whole mess with my baggy clothes and my puffed hair. In addition, they said that I was just a nobody. I felt bad with those words. I felt like my whole body was horrible. So I started to learn about beauty and how to be better in all parts of my body. I started to do exercises and eat less, but I couldn't because I loved fast food. And when I tried to do exercise, I couldn't because every time I would not resist. And I would get so frustrated when a friend of mine was eating it in front of me, since I loved that food, but I couldn't learn. One day in school, I was reading a book in the library, and I found one that said that a chubby girl who was about 12 years old was very fat, but she didn't care for being fat. She was more happy with how she talked. She was a kind person, and nobody judged her for how she looked. She was not called to nobody like me. She was mostly called the best person in her school. I started to think again. I had the opposite mindset. I thought I was just a chubby little girl with dumb mindsets, since I was just thinking on how I looked and not how I can change. Finally, the next year, I started to change my thoughts on weight. Yes, I ate what I wanted to eat, but I would eat the things I wanted. Of course, I ate healthy, but at least one day a week, I would eat some fast food I liked. One day in school, one of my friends came up to me she told me, "Wow, you are such a nice person, and you are so brave with your words and speeches. You have helped everyone in this class to discover something of their own, because you're so good in math, language, English. But how did you go up this far?" What? I started to think again. What she was saying was true. I had changed. I was not a person who judged herself. I was not a person who loved herself, and I didn't think of how people treat me. I thought how I treated myself. Now, I can tell you. Remember, your appearance is not what defines you. You are. Your personality and your abilities are what make you a person today. And that is all that matters in your life. Thank you.